lovelies, welcome to Avalon Priestess TV. My name is Demaza Fox from Rockstar Priestess, and I'm so happy you're with me to talk about all things Avalon and all things priestessing. What a surprise! And today is a short one. Today we are claiming peace and learning about the way of the High Priestess. So in the way that I conceptualize and understand the arts of priestessing, I work with Morgan le Fay. And Morgan le Fay is an Avalonian goddess. So she's a goddess of Avalon, which is the Celtic otherworld, celestial realm, underworld of the British Isles. And in my understanding of Morgan le Fay, she is a shapeshifter, so she has many faces. And one of those faces is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, she holds that sapphire blue, white, beautiful energy, that energy of presence and peace, and all that archetypal stuff you think about when you think of a priestess, yeah? Dressed in robes, very zen all the time, thinking lovely thoughts for everybody, being very energetically here and potent and powerful, and also a little bit removed, okay? So that's one thing about the big High Priestess archetype. When we're thinking about that priestess archetype, it is a little bit removed from the drama and emotional turmoil of life as a human. And that's not because life as a human is bad and that emotional turmoil is nasty and grim. Nope, everything's sacred. There is nothing that gets to opt out of being sacred and ecstatic and awesome here, my friends. But it's just that it's a different way of being. And that sense of slight removedness away from the chaos of feeling and emotion and thought, and that move into that control over thought. I mean, control isn't a great word, but intentional thought. The priestess archetype is very much about intent. That brings peace. And for us in the Morgan le Fay Mystery School, this High Priestess archetype corresponds with air. And in the Avalonian tradition of Glastonbury, air is very much this spiritual element, the highest element closest to the divine in that tradition. And the challenge of the High Priestess is reminding you that peace is a choice. And it's one of the most difficult things. And I say that to you as someone who has Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, lots and lots of astrological mumbo jumbo that kind of makes life tricksy. Yeah, I say that to you as a very emotionally intense person. Peace is a choice, and this is the challenge that the gate of the High Priestess comes in Morgan le Fay Mystery School and asks you, are you going to choose to be peaceful? Because it's available to you. You just have to come and you just have to step back. And you have to make that choice. And of course she comes from the realm of air, which is the air, the sword, the knife, that choice, that decision, that mental, the mental choice that can come down into all the other places of being. It has to start from the mind to come into the emotion, to come into the action, to come into the manifestation, right? So, peace is a choice. But we're Morgan priestesses here in the Morgan le Fay Mystery School. I know, another big surprise. So we are very, very aware that peace may be a choice, but it's a choice that's easier to choose sometimes than others. And there are lots and lots of things that stand in the way of us choosing peace. Anxiety, getting lost in your work and your business, your ability to be present, the way that your mind, and often I find it's our unconscious protecting ourselves by dissociating with our bodies and dissociating with our ability to be present because it doesn't want to deal with some big feeling. Oh my goodness, so many layers to this. And we also have the challenge of being resourced enough in the moment to choose peace as a choice. Sometimes that's a thing. And at the same time, it is a choice we can choose in all situations. It is a choice, but it's also not just one choice. It's something we have to choose again and again and again. And in Morgan le Fay Mystery School, we really work with the energy of the High Priestess and this ability to see this swirling world of emotion and the drama of being human, and be able to, okay, I choose peace now. I step back into my priestess, into that energy, and I'm just a little bit removed and a little bit more able to source from my higher self, which is a little bit removed from this crazy world. So I just wanted to come in and let you know about the challenge of the High Priestess, which is peace is available to you if you want it and if you choose it. And like all things spirituality, it's not a one and done thing. It's something you have to keep choosing every second. And I'm not saying that to you as somebody who is super peaceful all the time, because I know peace is a choice, and sometimes I do not choose it. And also the spiritual path isn't about being perfect. It's about learning and growing. So I hope you enjoy learning about the archetype of the High Priestess in Morgan le Fay Mystery School and what her challenges are. If you are ready to step on this initiatory journey and move through the 8 faces of Morgan le Fay, the great priestess of Avalon, and step upon her priestess path, join me in Sister Year. You can find the link below to find more about it and see if you would like to be part of our coven this year. Sending you so much love.